As aviation technology continues to develop at a rapid pace, so too does our requirement to provide our aircrews with quality and relevant training. The Air Force has an urgent need for higher fidelity threats with advanced characteristics. Nevertheless, threat replication across Air Force ranges is failing to keep pace at the speed of relevance. The world's most advanced aircraft train against a small number of emitters, replicating threats from 1960s, 70s, and 80s.
I'm Lieutenant Treese from the 56th Fighter Wing. I'm Wiley. I'm a PhD student in electrical engineering from Arizona State.
Together, we have been working to develop a low-cost threat emitter system which can be used to enhance pilot training. The system isn't designed to replace current systems, but rather complement them. We've approached this in a novel way through low-cost, dynamic threat replication, and mobile systems.
Threat replication in the F-35 is hugely important for us here specifically at Luke because of the primary mission that we do in the F-35 is siege, suppression of enemy air defense. The ability to replicate actual emitters and to get the most realistic training is invaluable to our students. To be able to see what the actual indications are in their jets and to be able to execute the tactics that we're trying to teach them based off of real-world scenarios. Threat replication is everything in the F-35, and it's one of the things that we train to every single day.
And part of the relevancy, the resources that we provide, really is in the threat arena. Behind me, we've got a unmanned threat emitter that we're fortunate enough to have, but unfortunately we don't have enough of them or the kinds that we need for today's type of training. So that's where we get into the relevancy of trying to stay in step with what do the pilots need, what sort of jets are they flying, obviously with the F-35, very modern. We've got to stay in step with that. And I believe the Making Waves innovation idea of creating a radio to emit frequencies is really a wave of the future that we haven't addressed.
We envision this being used broadly across the Air Force, but up until this point, the only testing we've been able to do has been on the bench. Results have been promising, but now it's time to take it to the next level. So that takes us to our ask. What we need is senior level advocacy to take this to the next level of testing, test against live assets, and then do our refinement on the system. Ultimately, we would like to take this beyond the testing environment and get it fielded to the broader force.